Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin Leopard with Higher Hertz, and today I have another cello review for you guys today. Occasionally on this channel we like to talk about different products you can buy, and in this series we've been talking about the powerful effects of endpins and different ways that you can connect your cello to the floor beneath you. Obviously there are things throughout the cello that can be improved and can be tweaked and can be made to be tuned up and ready to go. But what is not considered so much is the endpin. Typically people have either steel endpins like the one that I have in here right now, or they have carbon fiber endpins, which have become trendy in recent years because they're light and they carry vibrations well, and carbon fiber has sort of taken over. There's even whole cellos made out of completely carbon fiber. However, is that the best material? So today I want to talk about the endpins of Tom DeVuono. We've already discussed his coupling disc and how it can be used with endpins to help project the sound outward instead of just holding the sound in the floor. And today I actually want to talk about one of his endpins, which I've had the pleasure of playing with, and it truly is a work of art. So Tom spent a lot of years trying to study the best material science for it, and the most obvious component is that it's made of brass, because brass is, I guess, the best material for transmitting vibrations. I guess that makes sense with brass instruments. And the coupling disc that is meant to couple with the endpin is also made of brass. However, it's not just brass. It's filled with a special formula, sort of foamy thing, I've been told, that helps to make sure that the vibrations actually carry downwards and don't just move chaotically around, which also isn't that helpful. Now, this is a very expensive endpin, I will say up front. This is $500 endpin, and this is the least expensive model. A lot of the reason for that expense comes from the difficulty in manufacturing a hollowed brass endpin, but it's kind of worth it. And as I discussed in other videos about other endpins, if you're looking to upgrade your cello and instead you're able to get, a $500 endpin, that is significantly cheaper than upgrading your cello. So let's hear what it sounds like. I'm going to play it for you, or I'm going to play my old endpin for you, and then I'll play Tom's endpin for you. And then we're going to listen to it in a more live acoustic situation to really hear the difference in a more performance setting. Okay, now let's try Tom's endpin. So I really like this endpin, and as soon as I tried it, I really appreciated how it did everything from beefing up the sound, making it a little louder, making it warmer. I could hear more warmth and the height in terms of the harmonics that you can hear in the note. And I also found it just a little bit easier to play quickly with it. So I've been really enjoying using this endpin, and let's hear it as one final test with the coupling disc as well. So some of this is a matter of taste. I've found that depending on the room I'm in, it can help to use the coupling disc. Like right now, I preferred the sound because it was a little bit bigger. However, sometimes it makes it too brash. The coupling disc makes it too brash. So they are a nice thing to have together, but I don't think you need both necessarily. Just depends on whether you want to experiment with it. Now, one thing that's important to note about this is the reason this is the least expensive model is that the more expensive ones are actually thicker, and they range from requiring a custom installation to only having the thinness at the top, which make them not nearly as practical as one that's modeled after a more standard style, 9mm. Now, the tip is still pretty enormous, and for that reason, it doesn't actually fit in all cases. In mine, no problem, but otherwise you have to unscrew it before putting it in. Just a consideration. Now, like I said, some of this stuff is subjective and context matters. So let's listen to this Endpin compared in the church where I was able to record with really nice microphones. So again, feel free to scrub the video and to be able to use your own ears with the best headphones you can to really listen for the differences between these takes. But if you are starting to really get into cello and you're starting to hear some of these more fine-tuned differences, this Endpin and the coupling disc, these products can really make a staggering difference. Something that, as a cellist who also records a lot, I would think is something that you'd probably have to do in how you record the cello. But it's actually something you can just do in how the cello sounds to improve the way that the acoustics of the instrument are working. It's for that reason Tom calls his website Tone Acoustics. So toneacoustics.com is where you can find more information about his Endpins and these different products that we talked about. I think it's really important, whether or not you decide to buy a new product, to just understand what your cello is doing, causing vibrations in the room that vibrate your ears, and you have a reaction to it in your head. So the more that we can do to influence the types of vibrations that we're sending to the room, the better of an experience that we're going to have both practicing and performing. Also hope that as you continue, you keep Tom's Endpins in mind, because I knew them for a while before getting the chance to try it, and it really is worth trying. I really highly recommend giving it a shot, because it really was a radical difference for my cello. So I definitely highly recommend it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. We really appreciate you watching all of our videos, and we are really excited to bring them to you. So let us know in the comments how we're doing, any questions about what we've talked about. Stay subscribed, Higher Hertz, for more lesson videos. Once again, my name's Justin Leopard. You can find me as the Vagabond Cellist on my performances. And that's all for now. We'll see you guys in the next video.